Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. For this video we'll be going through an unboxing of the Bokksu subscription snack box, and I believe this is the November 2022 box. Mainly because it's way too early for December, but I'm pretty sure it's the November box, on account of shipping distribution taking a little bit more time than it should do, but that is the world we live in. So it is a bit late. In fact, the recording of this video is actually now into December, so this is basically old news if you weren't already aware. So November 2022, I don't know what the actual theme is / was, so I will be as surprised as anyone else watching this for the first time. Yeah, standard Bokksu box, but they have now put a nice little Bokksu snack box label on it, which I think is very cool, and I feel now does answer the age-old question of what is the actual top and bottom of the box if you were to do it like, well, basically like that. Not that it's in frame very well right now. Otherwise, the box is still pretty much the same, and there's clearly some snacks in here making a good amount of noise. We do have the Bokksu.com website on it, but I believe they got rid of the premium snack wordage. Back's to the back. So, enough about the box. Still the orange box that we have grown to love and appreciate. Okay, so inside the box we have the Culture Guide, volume 43 for Autumn Kouyou, question mark on pronunciation. We'll obviously look through this momentarily. We have the usual little thank you card with some of the snacks shown on the card, and then just your usual thank you on the back, and then a variety of items to go through. So, as what we usually do, I will unload the box and then we can step through the Culture Guide and try to play the game of match the snack to the picture. Should be great. And with all these snacks out of the box, it was a very nice variety of snacks. So here we have the front of the Culture Guide with some very nice autumn themed imagery in the background, and a quick blurb about this particular snack box. Basically in Japan it is now fall, so yeah, pretty much getting very close to the winter weather. That's the first few pages. In terms of where our snacks are from, so we do have a nice variety of locations. Looks like 10 overall. I won't go through the full listing. Yes, that's a nice list, with Osaka having 3 snacks. The usual Let's Learn Japanese, which I do not try. Now, straight into the snacks. So first off we have the black sesame wafer, which I will admit was very easy to spot. So I suspect this is what was causing a lot of the racket in the box, but this should be very nice. I've always enjoyed black sesame flavored items, particularly, which black sesame dessert is it? The glutinous rice balls with the black sesame in it. Absolutely divine. Interesting to see how these wafers go. Hopefully they're not too crushed either. So that is the wafers. Next we have the smoky chips, which once again I'm not even going to try and pronounce some of these words in fear of butchering it. I don't know, I look at them and it actually reminds me of like a pineapple. Smoked pickled radish. I suspect that's the flavour. They're still potato chips. So we had a nice bag of those. In fact, this particular box is sporting some of the more larger snacks. We have, say, red bean manju, which I believe will be this. So it's always nice to have these little cakes included. So this will be a sweet one. Basically red bean paste interior, so that'll be nice to have. We have a financier, which will be this. Now I honestly actually quite like having these. They make nice little afternoon tea time snacks, especially at work, because you just crack it open and it's a very fulfilling serve that you can have this and pretty much be very happily satisfied. So that's what that one will look like. We have mochi gummies, which I believe are these. Although they don't feel like gummies, they do feel somewhat. Actually, no, take that back. I feel like I just squished one. They feel hard, but I don't believe they're super hard exterior. So yes, if you squeeze them down enough, they'll probably burst open. Now it does look like this will also be a Ziploc resealable bag as well, if you don't want to have all of them in the one sitting. Butter mochi senbei. We always love having a few senbeis. Now I'm not sure if it's supposed to be 1 or 2. I suspect it's 2, based on 1, the lettering, and 2, the art style. So we have 2 of these little senbei snacks. Sweet potato cookie. I believe we have 2 of those. Indeed we do. So 2 of these cookies. Once again, some of these things are actually really quite easy and convenient because they're just nice little small snacks that you just have one, and it's nice to have. Earl Grey Hojicha tea. So that will be this. I remember when I first started getting some of these Bokksu subscription boxes that we used to get 2 tea bags, and we're going to get the 1. It'd be interesting to know what actually led to that particular decision, but hey, as long as we get 1 to sample, that is the main thing. Moving through, we have, what are these? Sweet potato cookies, I believe, which I think are these. Yes, Countryman. So there will be 2 of them. Just that's how we get some multiple versions of these smaller snacks. And this will be a sweet one as well. For some reason, I would have actually thought it was more of a savoury one than a sweet one. But it'll be interesting to see, given that it's also sweet potato. What are these? Spicy stew flavoured chips. So we have 1 small bag of those. Not resealable. You will pretty much need to either finish them in the one sitting or find another means of resealing them. But looks like this will have a little bit of a kick. Possibly. We will see. It's interesting that this is also 30 grams. I feel that at least with Japan, well, with these snacks anyway, they're a bit more consistent with not fluffing up the size of these snacks. So that was that. We have Mikan Mochi. We have a few of those. It looks like they're also potentially on little sticks, so I'd say there's maybe 8 in there, possibly. So we'll have some of those, very nice. So, juicy Mikan from, which prefecture is this? Wakayama. So basically like a mandarin orange mochi, really. This will be interesting. I'm a big fan of my citrus fruits, which have somewhat gone out of season for mandarins here anyway. So it'll be interesting to see how well these stack up in terms of flavour. What are these? We have some curry senbeis. I believe we have 2 of those. Nice little bite-sized snacks. The downside about some of these though is you have like 1 or 2 bites and you wish you had more than what you get. But in saying that, possibly on the boutique. I've actually not ordered anything off the boutique yet, but I have been tempted. So there's our savoury one. We have the Yame Matcha. Now I feel like these ones we've actually had before. I think it was in one of the previous boxes. I can't remember which one, but the one that went the very matcha themed route. And if they are the same ones as back then, they are quite nice. I actually have had at least one of them. I don't think I've had both of them, but at least one. They are nice. Matcha isn't overpowering, but it's definitely there to know that it's matcha. What do we have here? We have green tea chocolate crunch. We have 2 of these, surprisingly. Nice to see those. So that's that. So those 2. And that brings us to the end of the actual snack component. So the last few pages, just going through a bit more of the theme for the particular month. So we have some nice short blurbs about it, some nice images to look at as well. One of these days I will get myself back to Japan, possibly when things calm down a little bit more, but we will see. Looks like this page is talking about the ginkgo tree. So it's nice to have some of this information. And then just some information back about the Bokksu boutique, which I did mention earlier. And next month's theme haiku hints. Up north a blizzard. Of festive bites and warm tea, let us celebrate. I'm going to say, given that it's the December box, it's something to do with maybe Christmas. And the reason why I say maybe Christmas, it depends. If it's going to be somewhat slanted towards the general global Christmas theme, or if it's something a bit more I don't know why I was thinking Anglo-Saxon, but I think that's completely me going a weird tangent. Anyway, this should be an interesting one. I suspect it might be more savoury than sweet. Maybe even get 2 different teas possibly than the one. I guess, my luck being my luck, I'll probably find out in 4 weeks when the box finally arrives. So that brings us to the end of the unboxing of the November 2022 subscription snack box from Bokksu, the Autumn Kouyou theme. Looking forward to seeing what the December box brings. Definitely some nice little snacks here to progressively plow through as time goes on. And yeah, at some point in time I will try and do something a little bit more catchy with this stuff. Just need to think what, but we'll get there, Thank you very much for watching this unboxing video. Feel free to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. All of this does help support the channel, and I do greatly appreciate it. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram account, link below. Stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all in a future video. I guess for those who only watch the Bokksu stuff, I will see you next month, give or take. Otherwise, I might see you in some other video content. See ya.